So, those of you who don't know me, I'm Felix. I'm part of your group. I used to work for the camera company that's up here. Yes, that's why I have a lot of gear.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Let me turn that off.
Let's try that.
I wonder if the mic is on.
The off,
Is the mic on?
no, the mic is on, but it's not for you. It's just for his recording. Yeah, that's okay. Can you hear me now?
A little better.
I'll tell you what, I'll stand on this side. How about that?
I don't know.
Okay. So I used to work for Canon, and in that I used to work in the technical department with the cameras and flashes and printers and all that stuff. So I'm just giving you that as background information. Like I said, don't worry about all the gear up here because I did buy it all and I did have it, but I used to get employee pricing, so I bought whatever I needed at the time. So macro photography is not just about bugs. The first thing I want to talk about is the lenses, the different kind of lenses. This is the only technical thing you'll have today, so you don't have to worry. So if you notice, what I want you to do is study the elements of the lens. They're both, oh, this isn't bright enough. Can you see that on there? No, right? Don't worry about it. So if you look at the lenses, they're both 100 millimeter. Okay, so it's the same focal length. The f-stops are different, but that's not going to make a difference for what I'm about to tell you. Okay, this just means that this allows more light through at the widest opening than this does. That's all the f2 and f2.8 mean. Okay, so what I want you to concentrate on is this. See the structure of the elements? Okay, study the structure. Do you see anything in one or not the other or whatever? What do you see?
Different.
Elements?
Yeah, different shape of elements.
Very good. So if you look at this, this is the 100 regular. If it has curved elements, and you see how many flat elements it has? Has one. Everything else is curved. That's the way all of your lenses are made, except for the ones that are macro. If you look at the macro, you see you have many more flat surfaces. Okay? And you have these flat surfaces because macro lenses are made this way on purpose, because when you focus something with a macro lens, it has to be sharp corner to corner. This lens will give you a little bit of softness at the edges. Okay? That's why these lenses are made that way. And all the macro lenses are made that way, no matter who makes them. Okay? So I sent you these. Did anybody have questions about any of these? I'll go over them if you have a question. If not, we'll just skip right over it.
Focus stacking.
Focus stacking. Okay, focus stacking is very interesting. What you can do is, let's say you have a flower or something. Let's say you have three things, right? You have the main subject, right? And you've got space in front and space in back. Let's say you tilt this like this. If you went to photograph my hand and you focused here, what would the rest of the hand be like? It'd be
Probably a little out of focus.
right, exactly. So what stacking does, it allows you to take multiple pictures, and then what it does is the software puts it all together.
Oh.
And then you've got an amazingly sharp picture from the beginning, from the front to the end. So think of it like a tire lily, right? If you focus on the stamen, you would have all of that back. You never get that kind of sharpness.
Yeah.
So anything else? Everybody know what depth of field is? Yes? Anybody not know what depth of field is? Good. Now I know nobody's holding back. The working, there's just a distance between your front element of the lens and your subject. Okay. A magnification ratio is the relationship. This basically means is if you took a penny and you got as close as possible as you could to the penny where it's a circle, and you took a picture of it, and you took that picture and you printed it to the exact size, and you put that penny, it would go right on top. It would be the exact same size. So that's what 1-to-1 means. Okay? Any questions about that? No? Good. These? You got any questions about these?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. I brought everything except one thing. I don't have any of these. So this is an extension ring. Is that the one? Yeah. This is an extension tube. Same thing. Ring, tube. The interesting thing is that look, no lens. Okay? What this enables you to do is put this on your camera, and then you put a lens on it, and it allows you to get closer to your subject. So it's like a magnification thing that doesn't magnify with lenses or with, right.
You
Yes.
have to have it so that that works with that lens, because it might not work with another lens.
You would have to look at the specs of these products,
Yeah.
but most of the time, these work with a majority of the lenses. There are some lenses that it will not work
so
with.
if you get one of those, you can use it with
You can definitely use it with that
macro
lens.
and the
Yep.
standard
Oh yeah, easily.
telephoto.
Yep, easily, without a problem. Yep.
So they got that figured out.
Yeah, they do have that. And if you this is a Canon one. If you notice, it's electronics. It has the electronics built in, so that this way it works with the metering of your camera. You don't have to guess for the exposure. Okay? Focusing rails. Sometimes you want to get to something real close, real critical, but it's hard to focus. So you take one of these guys, and it's basically a slider, and you can go closer or further. You just dial it in, move it back and forth. That's a focusing rail. That's what they look like. Reversing rings, I can explain it to you. Basically, it's a ring that's attached to your camera, and you take your lens, and you flip it around backwards, and you screw it onto your lens, onto the adapter, and then you can get really close to things. The real problem with those is that the depth of field is like nothing. So you have to be happy with what you get. Although you can change the depth of field with the f-stop, but that's not going to make it good enough. I had tried these once, and that's why I don't use them anymore, because it's very hard to work with. Okay, so that's this one. That's the reverse ring. A macro ring light. That's what this is. So this will just, you can focus with your thing and use your light. That's your flash. Okay. And image stabilization, or also known as IS. That's what's built into some of your lenses, and some of them are not built into the lenses. It's built into the body. So it depends on the manufacturer. Okay?
Mine's old enough that it's not that way.
Your lens is not an IS lens.
Before that time.
The funny thing is that Nikon had first come out with in the body, but it was terrible. It was very slow. And believe it or not, Canon helped Nikon develop the motors for those. Those motors are inside the lens, and they spin. Okay? They're like little rings inside.
Like a gyroscope of sorts?
I guess kind of like a gyroscope. It's two rings that are like this, and they spin inside the lens. And that's what moves us. You can, but it's very subtle. You can't hear it. So these are just some tips. Use manual focus for your most accuracy. Start with f-stops. Everybody knows what an f-stop is, right? Everybody knows the difference between an f-stop and a bus stop? Hey, I got laughter. So you know what that is. And you should try and use a tripod. If you're not using a flash, you should definitely use a tripod or a monopod. What I do is I have a monopod, and I don't have the head on here, but I put another head on here, and then I can make this as long as I need to stabilize myself. Elbows in, hold the camera, okay? And this is really good. That's a really good tip. Try working with big flowers first instead of trying to go for the small stuff, because it's really hard to shoot the small stuff. So I have some examples of photography. So this is the title of my stuff, So Much to Shoot, So Little Time. What I want to show you is, so this is a macro lens, and this is used as a regular lens. Remember, you can use a macro lens like a regular lens. It's not just for close-ups. So what I want to show you is the background. See the background? How nice and mushy it gets? So when you look at the picture, what hits you? The hands hit you. Okay? Here, this is the important thing about having the sharpness of the lenses, of the elements, right? You want them really sharp. The squareness, remember? See, this can is sharp, that corner is sharp, and the whole thing is sharp. I'm sorry the quality of the picture isn't as good as it really looks, but it is definitely the TV. They're really good for patterns, because it can take a pattern and squish it for you a little bit. And patterns come in many shapes, sizes, and all sorts of stuff, right? Doesn't have to be one thing. This is shot in the slot canyons in Arizona, Lower Antelope. And what it is the water has passed through here for millions of years, and that's what it does. Here's another sample. This is from the water, these lines. Now, if you ever get daring enough to go there, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. You'll have to wait. So so that's what happens with the water has written. If you go to these, this particular one is down about 30 feet. So you have to climb a ladder that's metal attached to the wall. And you can go down and see this. But I can tell you that if you do this, you will be amazed at the beauty of it. I only brought a couple of slides because of what I wanted to show. You can shoot something, an artifact, right? You found this in somebody's yard, all rusted, kind of a cool shot. You can shoot something older. This is from Sturbridge. You can shoot a scenic. You can shoot one at night. You can go to Maine, shoot another scenic.
That was shot with macro?
That was shot with 100. Yeah, see, that's what I'm showing you, that it's not just the close-up.
Yeah, but the distance ones, these are actually with a macro.
Yeah, this is shot with a 100mm lens, which is my macro.
Okay.
It's right here. You have a 60.
Yeah, I got a 60.
I know. You can shoot a shot, and maybe you want to do something later, right? How many shots do you think this is? I gave it away because you know it's more than one.
About 4.
3? Okay. There's 5. There's 5 shots. The sun, the clouds, this thing, this, and that. I think that's 5.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So you have to have software, though, to take those images and put them together?
Yeah, software, yes. Photoshop can do it also, I believe, or Lightroom. I'm not too sure of those because I've really never done that.
I don't have either.
But I've had friends who've done it and been very successful with it. Have you ever done it, Paul?
Helicon Focus.
Yeah, Helicon Focus is a software that puts it all together for you. And they do that, and they also do landscapes. You know, if you take one, it'll stitch it for you. It'll do that too. Any questions so far? Everything okay? You can do something abstract.
That's a different class, learning how to stack them and stuff.
That is a class in itself. So this is just a candy dish. It's an abstract. You can do flowers, you can do cowboys, butterflies. Okay, so this is a good story. I was photographing this in a butterfly place. I don't know, it's like an aviary, but I know an aviary is for birds. I don't know what you call it for butterflies. So I'm in there and I'm going like this. Closer, closer, closer. And the guy who runs it comes over, taps me on the shoulder and says, "That's been dead for 2 days." So sometimes these guys look back at you. Isn't that cool? That's nature. It's amazing when you see things like these.
And that's dead?
No, that one's alive.
Yeah, I was wondering.
The other one was dead. Yes.
Can you tell us what the settings are on these things? That's really interesting.
I don't know them off the top of my head, but I would imagine that I had a pretty down close depth of field because this is not that close because this is soft in the back, which is good, which means it probably was about f8, f11, you know, and it was using a strobe. I was using this. Okay. You can kind of see it in the shot. You see the circle? So that's the circle of the ring light. And that's how you can tell if somebody shot some of these things with a ring light or a twin light. They also make a twin light, which I also have, but I moved here 3 years ago and I still don't know where it is. So I couldn't bring it to show you. This is, I cheated on this one. I took the background out because I was not happy with the background. It was terrible. This was actually in a, was it butterflies? They did have some butterflies, but it was a more just natural stuff. Again, some more. Then we can go to orchids, right? Beautiful orchids you can shoot. Remember, these are all with the same lens, the 100mm. So I haven't changed anything. This doesn't look as good as it looks on my screen, but what I want to show you is this. See all this space? Anybody know what that space is called?
Dead space.
Close. It's called negative space. Okay? And what happens is it's all soft except for the flower, so it really emphasizes the flower. These are some birch trees out in Colorado. You have to look. When you're walking through the woods, look. You have to look, okay? When I saw this, I thought it was a bird on the leaf. It kind of looks like a hummingbird. You know what this is? You can shoot these close. And this is, of course, is their artwork, right? They're pearls. They're diamonds.
Was that those taken in the morning to have the dew on?
Yes. Yeah. You got to get up early to do these. Yeah.
You, after a certain time, that.
Yeah, yeah. It all dissipates. Yeah. And now this is my buddy. He wanted to look at you guys. That's why he posed for me. These guys, frogs. These guys are very complicated. They sit like this for an hour, and then they make a big move. That's their move. That's a bearded lizard, I think it's called. This is some dew. This is early morning. So you get lucky sometimes. There's a bug back there eating. So this I want to show you. So this, yeah, that's what I thought. So this is no flash. And believe it or not, this really looks terrible. This screen makes it look good. And then this one blows this out, but it looks beautiful when you turn the flash on. So one's flash, one's no flash. Can you see the difference? This is one of my favorites that I've shot. I don't know what the flower is, but
Looks like a magnolia.
yeah, okay. I'll take your word for it. And then I got a little closer. So now this is more magnified. So I've gone in there really closer. and it's shot with the ring light. You can kind of see it there. Water lilies. See, this is where the stacking would come in. You could focus here, and you would get everything. Focus here, and get everything in focus all the way back. To be honest with you, I like the effect of this, that it's soft. Yes?
Do you use like a full flash or do you step it down a little bit?
Yes, that's a good question. Excuse me. So what I do is I take a meter reading, okay? And then once I take the meter reading, I take the flash and I underexpose the flash, because all I want is a little pop. So I may underexpose it by 2 stops, 3 stops, because I just want a little bit of light, and it gives you this kind of an effect. This is a cactus with flowers. This looks much nicer on my computer. This actually lightens it too much. It's more moodier, as these are. And that's basically the slideshow. So there's a presentation that if I push the button again, you can see. It's about 3 minutes. I'd have to turn the volume up if you want to see it. If not, if you want to get into the photography, we can do that. So tell me what you want to do.
I want to see the thing.
You want to see the thing? I got 1 yes. Anybody else? Okay, here we go. I have to turn the volume up because it was turned down. What's this one? What are you telling me? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, I have no idea how to get out of this. Anyway, that was the end of the show. So I screwed up at the right time. So what we did was we have some flowers, and I have cameras, and I asked you guys to bring a card that you can put into my camera and take pictures with the ring flash. If you have your own equipment, you can use your own equipment. The only thing I want to tell you is, if you notice, all the cameras have neck straps. You need to use them, okay? I have other equipment here that I wanted to just talk with you. You can get all kinds of clamps for your flashes, so you can put them anywhere, tighten them somewhere. You can get suction. You put this, you can put a flash on here, put it somewhere else. Nothing here is really, yeah, that won't work. So anyway, you get the idea. This was developed by somebody I knew a long time ago. You actually know who it is. So what you do is you stretch this out, and you put your foot on it, and it steadies you. So that this way you can pull with your camera. So you don't need to bring a tripod or a monopod or something like that. I don't know if they...
So it's like tension that's making.
Correct. Yes, still, exactly. Right.
That's locally somebody.
I couldn't hear you.
Locally, someone locally invented that.
No, I don't know who it is. It's the name of the company is... No, not somebody local. Steady Pod. STEADEPOD. If you want to look for it. They may be out of business. That's how long I've had this. This is another thing that I use. So if I can put this on my camera and I can fire the flash without having it connected. So this is a wireless transmitter, okay? I have another wireless transmitter. This one fires the camera. So you take this, let's receive, transmit, see it blinking? So I'm pushing the button and it's triggering. So that would be triggering a camera, okay? If you have a Canon camera and you want to use the flash off your, hold it in your hand, you need a cable. And this is the cable. Okay. So this one side hooks onto your camera, the other side hooks up to the flash, and then you can hook it up like that. Okay? This is an intervalometer. So this will take a lot of pictures or one picture, and you can set it at a specific time. And that's what this particular piece does. And I think I am done. So let's turn the TV off and let's get busy. So who brought their camera in? Okay, so we have the flowers here. We can set them up so that you guys can do some photos. If you need help, I am here. Paul, please stand. Stand up. Paul Hetzler.
That's all like pretzel.
Thank you. He's going to help us. Okay, so, and Dijon will also help us. Okay, so go around, start taking pictures. We'll turn the light on. Okay, the flowers were supplied by Big Y Longmeadow. I went there and I begged, and they said, okay. I said, I'm teaching a class.
I brought an onion and a garlic.
That's good. There you go. That's more stuff. So, does anybody have any questions about what I explained?
What can we do without, is it okay to go without the flash?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can.
You just have to look at your meter.
Yeah,
Make sure you have enough light.
yeah.
And the nice thing about digital versus film, if you screw up the first time, just erase it.
There you go. That's right. Yeah. So you can come up close. You brought your macro lens, so that's good. Do you want me to move this for you? Oh, stay there. Stay there. Yeah. Anybody else? There we go. You're okay. Excuse me? No. This is just my work. These are not all with the macro lens. Thank you. So that's what I did on my summer vacation. Over 50 years. And this is my send-off shot. I took this a long time ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Do you want to see another small film?
As the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft, but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Though the Berkshires seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting, with 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea. Song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep. The singing works just fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane.
Where did you take those? Oh, there you go.
And the cowboys, the real cowboys, were done in the Eve's Movie Ranch, which is in New Mexico, just north of Albuquerque. And they shot movies there. Have anybody seen the movie Silverado? So there's scenes that were shot there. Funny story about the young lady who was a cowgirl. It turned out that she grew up like 5 minutes from where I used to live. So we had a really little connection there. She knew the barber I went to and things like that. It was kind of fun. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about any of the other stuff that we did, that we covered? Anybody else can shoot yes, I'm sorry.
Just review the f-stop that
Yeah.
you should use the range with.
Yeah, it was like 8, 11, 16. You want to close it down. You don't want to shoot wide open. Because if you're shooting wide open, then you're not getting any depth of field. So depth of field, remember depth of field is what's between the subject in the front and in the back. So that's your depth of field. Like that. Okay? So the way you take care of that is, thank you. You either close it down, slow your shutter speed down, right? So you get more of an f-stop, but when you slow your shutter speed down, that gives you shake. So you have a choice there. You can use a flash, okay? Or you can push the ISO up. Okay, that's another way to get speed, to be able to push your shutter speed up and your f-stop smaller, which is a bigger number, right? It's an inverse proportion. It's from my high school days. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Anything else? Anybody want to shoot pictures of flowers? Come on, we got the flowers. I got them because it's going to be 1,000,000 degrees out or rain, one or the other. I figured this way everybody could do something. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.